Hey Charlie, are you there? I was just wondering if you already know around what time you're going to be coming home today?
Yes, I am gonna have to do a little bit of overtime. But that's not why I don't know what time I'll be coming home tonight.
What do you mean that you don't know what time you're going to be coming home from work today? I mean, how can you not know? Are they having you stay late for overtime or something like that?
Besides, I know that you want me to come back home early when I'm able to, but you don't seem to understand just how much work we have to do here. Well, I understand what you're saying, but the fact is that I just really can't promise anything at all right now.
Oh, really? I guess I really didn't realize just quite how busy you are. But apparently there's going to be an event week at the local theme park, and Darla is really wanting to go. And anyways, she keeps going on and on about how badly she wants you to be there with her as well. So I was just wondering, you think that in a couple weeks when that is going on, if you could take her out and spend the day with her?
But I could just buy you guys a bus ticket or something like that, and the two of you could go instead, right?
I really think that you should go and do this. I mean, when was the last time that you spent so much time with your daughter?
I don't really think that's fair at all since you know how busy I've been at work lately.
So, you mean that you think you are going to continue to be busy for the foreseeable future? Because I remember you saying the same thing about being too busy to do any of these kinds of things 6 months ago as well.
Oh, really? Did I say that we were really busy at the office 6 months ago? I don't know if I remember saying all of that to you.
Well, you did, and while I can understand how busy you are and how hard you work, I think that the fact of the matter is that you're putting a bit too much of your efforts into your work and not enough with your family. I mean, I think over these past 6 months, I've barely even seen you at home except when you get back late and crawl into bed. I just wish that you would find some more time in your schedule to be able to spend time with us.
Well, I really don't know what you want me to say to that. I mean, after all, I still have work. I can't just not do my job because you want me at home more often.
I understand that, but it feels like your job has been keeping you late every day for a long time now. I mean, is it really so impossible to get just a little time off? Or even just leave your office at a reasonable hour? Darla is always asking about you and wondering when it is that you'll be coming home. But I feel like you're just always out, and sometimes there are nights where you don't even come back home.
And do you want to know why it is that I don't come home on those nights? It's because I have to work long and hard hours at the office overnight just to provide for you and Darla. So I don't really get why you're complaining so much about what I do for a living when you benefit as much as you do from it.
I'm not saying that I don't understand why it is that you work as hard as you do. I'm just saying that I wish we got to see you a little longer is all. I mean, I would love for you to finally come home in time for dinner and to be able to play with Darla afterwards.
What in the world are you talking about? Darla is a little girl and there's no way that a kid like that would want to play with me at all.
You don't know what you're saying, Charlie. Darla is always talking about how excited she is to get to play with you when you come home.
Well, you need to tell her to quit putting all that pressure on me because I have work that I need to do. Why does this all have to fall on my shoulders, huh?
I don't understand. Are we having some kind of miscommunication? I don't understand why you're reacting like this.
All I'm saying is that I ask so little of the two of you and you two are always wanting to get the world from me. And what do I get for all my hard work? I come home to a messy house. I mean, what do you even do all day that you can't even figure out how to keep the house clean by the time I get back from work?
Well, it's not like the house is dirty all of the time, and sometimes I just don't have the free time to clean the house. I mean, cleaning isn't all I do, I do the laundry, cook, and have to take care of Darla and drive her to all her appointments as well.
And so what? Why does any of that matter? Do you really think that you do as much as I do? Because if you think that being a housewife is a real job, then you're wrong. I spend all day outside of home in an office, working my butt off for the two of you. And yet you're telling me that all because of one messy kid, you can't even keep the house in running order? Not only that, but Darla's just a little girl. Maybe if she was a boy who ran around and was always making messes, Then I could understand where you're coming from. But I don't hear anything but excuses from you right now.
Charlie, please. I think that you're being unreasonable. I mean, can't you just try and come home a little earlier, at least once a week? Or at the very least, please make some time for us on the weekend so we can at least do something fun then.
I only have a few precious hours every week where I don't have to think about work. In fact, I really don't think that you understand all the pressure that I'm under at all. I've been put on a new project under a new supervisor and have a lot of catching up that I need to do. So, I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to wait. I mean, if I can do all of this for our family, then you should at least be able to respect the space that I'm asking for to do it.
I do understand that you're busy, and I do understand that you work really hard. But I'm also already trying really hard with you.
Well, I don't think that you're trying hard enough. I mean, really, I've already told you that I'm busy, and yet you insist on messaging me. I have work to do, and you're making right now very, very unproductive for me. Do you understand? So if you really do want me to get all my work done in time to come home early, then how about you just leave me alone and let me work for once?
I'm so sorry, Charlie. I really didn't mean to upset you like this. I just miss you is all.
If you're really sorry about all of this, then you'll never bother me with this kind of silly conversation ever again. I mean, really, you need to open up your eyes and realize that everything I do for you. So the least you can do is keep the house in order, take care of the kid, and not complain about it. You don't hear me complaining about my job, do you?
Charlie, please answer me. I just want to know when you're going to be coming back home.
I seriously can't even deal with you right now. I thought I told you that I had to go away for a business trip, didn't I?
You did, but it's just that Darla and I are sick and we both have fevers. I think that Darla is only getting worse, and I really want to take her to the doctor. So could you please come home to drive us there?
I seriously can't believe that you're trying to ruin my work all because you two caught little colds. If things are really that bad, then just call a cab and get to the doctor yourself.
But I feel so sick, and I can barely even move without being in pain. I have no idea how I would even get myself and Darla out of the house in this state.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you a mother or aren't you? Because if you were really worried about the health of our daughter, then I think you would get off your butt and take her to the doctor.
But what about you, Charlie? I just told you that Darla and I are really sick. Aren't you worried about us at all?
I didn't say that I wasn't worried at all, and I don't appreciate you putting words in my mouth. Thank you very much.
Well, then can you please tell your bosses what's going on and have them cancel this trip of yours?
Isn't a trip okay? I'm not going on vacation to have fun and drink pina coladas on the beach. Got it? I have to leave and take care of business.
Charlie, I know that you're lying to me. I know that you're just going away to cheat on me right now.
Excuse me? Are you delirious or something? Did you actually just send me that message?
I know it's true, though. You're lying to me about your business trip, and I know that the truth is you're just going away to cheat on me.
Oh, give me a break. Is this really what you wanted to interrupt me at work for? You just wanted to talk about some crazy delusion you have that I'm cheating on you?
Does this mean that you're really just going to choose going away with this other woman over helping your own family?
For the last time, I am telling you that I am not cheating on you at all. I think that your fever is finally starting to get to you and it's making you say crazy things. I mean, what is your deal? How could you just accuse me of something like that? In fact, if you have so much time to be indulging in wild fantasies of yours, then you can just take Darla to the doctor yourself.
But Charlie, I need you to do this for me. You're the only one that can do this for me. You know how far away we live from both of our parents, and our friends just moved away to a different town.
You know what that sounds like to me, Samantha? Not my problem. No, if you'll excuse me, we just arrived at the airport and I need to check in and go through security. So you'll just have to figure all this out by yourself. And don't even think about messaging me at all while I'm away on this business trip. I mean it. I seriously can't get any work done at all when you start with me. So just can it until I get back.
You don't care about what happens to us at all, do you? I can't believe that you're really going through with this.
Man, you really just don't know when to quit at all, do you? If you keep up this conversation with me, then when I get back, you and I are getting divorced. Is that what you want?
Are you really sure that you want to divorce me like this, Charlie?
It's not up to me, Samantha. It's all up to you. Because I am being a good husband by going to work every day to work hard for our family. And I can't just quit my job or cancel an important business meeting because my wife and daughter have little head colds. Who has even heard of someone doing that?
Okay, fine then. If this is the way that you're going to be, then I think that we're done here.
Oh, so now you're going to try and pretend to be mad at me. Are you kidding me? You've seriously been pissing me off ever since before I left the house. So if you really don't want me to leave you, then I think that you should keep your mouth shut, your thumbs off the keyboard, and your thoughts to yourself. Because I am not going to sit here and be insulted and accused of things that I've never done by a little parasite like you. Just shut up, clean the house, and take care of the kid. It really is that simple. Hey Samantha, what's going on here, huh? What's the big idea?
Oh my, and here I thought I wasn't going to be hearing from you for a long time.
Quit messing around and tell me where you are right now. I'm serious.
I don't really see why I should tell you when it's really none of your business at all.
Oh, come on. Will you just drop the attitude already? I want to know what is going on and why our place is just a complete mess. And why aren't you at home right now? I thought that you said you were too sick and had a fever and whatever. But I guess you're not too sick to go out and have fun and ignore your duties. I mean, really, did you think that I was going to let you get away with this? You need to get back here and clean up this mess now.
Charlie, your wife and daughter are no longer with us. This is Susan, Samantha's mother.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Is this really Susan? What's going on?
Well, first of all, you should know that I know all about the horrible way you've treated those two. But I'm texting you from Samantha's phone because a funeral is going on right now.
Hold on a second. Her what? Are you kidding me? Please tell me this is supposed to be some kind of joke. Then when you said that Samantha and Darla were gone, you meant... Please tell me that you're lying right now.
No, it really is true. The day after you left, I had to take them to the doctors. But obviously, things didn't go so well for anyone. Don't worry though, I'll handle things here.
Susan, I want you to know that I'm headed home right now.
Oh, don't even bother, Charlie. You would just get in the way. I never want to see your face again. And I certainly don't want you ruining the memory I have of my daughter and granddaughter.
I don't know what to say right now. But please, don't just leave me. I've always thought of us as close family.
Really? Do you really mean that? Well, it's funny you say that, because it appears as if you were cheating on my daughter.
Of course I do. And I really want to get back to pay my respects to Samantha and Darla. No, I really wasn't. But I know that Samantha was convinced that I was. I should have just explained everything to her, but I was so busy then.
I am not really interested in hearing what excuses you've come up with. But once I have all the legal matters sorted here, I can assure you that you'll hear from me again. Charlie, is now a good time to talk?
Oh, hey Susan. Yes, I guess we can talk about things.
No, actually, this isn't my mom, Charlie.
Wait a second. Are you telling me this is Samantha? I'm really talking to Samantha? But I don't understand. I mean, you're alive?
That's right. I am still alive and breathing. No thanks to you.
But this doesn't make any sense. My mom told me that she was at your funeral yesterday. Then she said that she was going to handle all the legal stuff.
Yeah, my mom meant that she was going to handle all of the moving stuff for us. But I don't think that she ever actually said that either of us had died.
I guess she never used those words. But she did say she was at a funeral. Did she lie to me?
No, she didn't. I took Darla and we've been staying at her place. But a couple days ago, one of her neighbors died, and so that's probably what she was talking about.
But then I got it completely wrong. I thought that you two were gone.
Well, the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. But if you must know, after you left, our fevers only got worse, and I did finally have to take Darla to the emergency room. I passed out in the waiting room, but I had already put down your mom's number as an emergency contact, so she came to pick us both up.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm just so glad to hear that you're both okay.
Okay? We're not okay at all. You have no idea what I've been through because of you. What about any of this is okay with you?
But I mean, I was so worried about you.
I really don't care how you're feeling at all. I want a divorce and nothing is going to change my mind.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean you want a divorce?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Do you not know what that word means or something? You chose your mistress over me, and that's really all that I needed to know to make this decision.
For the last time, Samantha, I haven't been cheating on you. I wasn't lying about my business trip either. Ask my boss if you want.
Oh, I would if it wasn't your boss who you've been cheating on me this whole time with.
Wait, how did you...
And I know that it all started those months ago when you started coming home late. You told me that you were busy, but then you never got unbusy, and that's when I started to suspect something.
But work really was getting busier. I swear.
Even if that is true, it doesn't negate any of what I've said at all. And it was all the more suspicious when you would just spend all day on your phone when you were at home.
But you don't have any proof either. You're just making accusations and jumping to conclusions.
Actually, I got suspicious, and so that's why I hired a private investigator to look into you. And now I have all the proof that I need to have a smooth divorce. Thank you very much.
Hold on. You hired someone to follow me around and see what I was doing?
Well, it was obvious you weren't going to tell me the truth, so I had to. For example, I know that your new boss's name is Cindy Smith, and that she's the woman you've been seeing, right?
But, I mean, please, you have to understand, I really was on a business trip.
Why can't you just be a man and admit when you've been caught? I know that you've been lying this whole time. I know that you've spent the night at this Cindy's house before. And all the while, you've been giving me all the child rearing to take care of while you've been out having fun for the past 6 months. Do you have any idea the kind of pressure that you've put me under while you've been doing all of this?
You're right, it was wrong of me to do that, and I realize that now. I see the error of my ways, and I promise that I'll change. I realized when I thought you and Darla were dead, just how precious you two really are to me. I instantly regretted all the lies and sneaking around, so please trust me when I say that it'll never happen again.
Oh, I know that it'll never happen again. But not because you say so, but because soon we won't even be married, and then you can go and do whatever you'd like.
Please, don't do this to me, Samantha. You don't have to do this, you know?
You didn't have to do a lot of things that you did anyways. But now, I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to make you pay for cheating on me, for lying to me, for putting all the work of taking care of the house and Darla on me. All of it! So my only advice for you right now is that you might want to think about hiring a good lawyer. Because you'll need one.
Oh, come on. You're really gonna sue me as well? Come on. Can't we just talk about this like adults? I know that we can work through this if we try. Hello? Samantha? Are you even reading these anymore?
I was actually already in contact with a lawyer to deal with Charlie. That was what his mother really meant when she was referring to all the legal stuff she was doing. And with all the evidence I had against him, the lawsuit and divorce all went by quickly and smoothly. In addition to getting paid a huge sum from Charlie and his boss, Charlie was also made to pay child support while I received full custody of Darla. Meanwhile, both him and his boss were fired for carrying on their affair at work. As for me, I took the money and used it to move out of my parents' place. I bought a nice condo near their house, however, and started working while they would watch Darla, who made a full recovery from her illness.
Hey, Mom, will you be home late again today? Dad made stew for supper again. Oh, he did? You will eat some when you get home this time, right? Listen, Emily, I need you to pass on a message to your dad. Tell him to quit doing things for me without asking. It's downright irritating. Huh? What kind of attitude is that? Surely you mean, thanks for making my supper. I get that he's bored and has nothing but free time on his hands after retiring, but I'd rather he didn't pretend like we were this happy, loved-up couple. If I'm honest, he's been nothing but a thorn in my side lately. Pretend what? Don't forget that I'm the one working long hours and putting food on the table for us all now. I am the breadwinner of this family. All your dad does is eat, sleep, and laze around the house, so he sure as heck isn't in any position to be complaining at me. What are you talking about? Isn't the fact that Dad's able to live off his pension now proof that he worked hard all his life? What's wrong with him taking it easy after all he's done for us? I don't understand. You're a hard-working career woman, and I think that's something to be proud of, but at the same time, I think you should be more respectful with the way you speak about Dad. Good grief, I don't need a lecture from the likes of you. So, you're taking his side in all of this, are you? This isn't about taking sides, Mom. What are we, 6-year-olds? Both you and Dad have worked hard to provide for this family. It's not a competition. I fail to see the problem with Dad relaxing and living off his pension after working his ass off for over 50 years. In 10 more years, you'll be retiring and doing the same yourself, right? I'm not saying you should get on your knees and thank him for his efforts, but surely you could at least not be so disrespectful towards him. Yeah, whatever. Is the sermon over now? If you'll excuse me, I'm surrounded by mountains of invoices and they aren't going to complete themselves. Unlike your father, some of us have work to do. I'll be eating in the office cafeteria tonight, so I won't be needing your dad's crummy stew. Wow. I see how it is. You didn't take in a single word of what I just said, did you? And are you seriously insulting his stew now, too? Ugh. You know, Mom, you're seriously starting to rile me up. I suggest you reevaluate the way you talk about my dad, and soon.
Hey, Emily, my sweet, delicious honey pie. Is now a good time? There's something I need to check with you.
Good morning, Chester, my rugged love muffin. It's not like you to message me this early. What's up?
Well, did your mom sleep away from the house last night by any chance? Or was she at home with you and your dad?
My mom? Apparently there was some trouble at the office that made her miss the last train, and she couldn't get a hold of a taxi without waiting over an hour. So she decided to sleep at a hotel near her company. She should be going straight to work from the hotel today.
I see. Is that what she told you?
Yes. This kind of thing has become pretty common ever since she got that promotion. To be honest, if anything, it's more unusual for her to be at home these days. She's the manager of a new department, so apparently she's constantly burdened with huge amounts of responsibility. And overtime has practically become part of her regular working hours.
I see.
What is it? Do you know something about my mom?
Well, it's just that... To be honest, I was hesitating about whether to mention this to you, what with me and you getting married next month. I thought maybe the timing was a bit off. But then kicking the can down the road ain't gonna do anyone any favors either.
Huh? If there's something bugging you, then you should tell me.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry for dragging it out. I bet I sound crazy dramatic right about now. To be honest with you, it's pretty heavy.
To tell you the truth, I think my mom's been acting weird for a while now. I get the impression she's hiding something from me and my dad, so if you know anything, I'd like to hear it.
You do? I see.
Yep, and I'm not the only one. My dad's feeling pretty anxious over the way she's behaving too, so go on, tell me.
Your dad too? Huh. Damn. In that case, I really should tell you. Alright, babe, I'll tell you. I'm serious, though, it's heavy. You might want to sit down for this one.
Okay, I'm ready.
The thing is, I think your mom might be having an affair.
What?
You know that big, flashy, extravagant hotel that looks like a castle I go past on my way to work?
Oh, yeah. The one with a reputation for being seedy and attracting a less than respectable clientele?
Bingo. Well, the thing is, last night on my way home from work, I just so happened to see your mom going in there with one of my coworkers.
Whoa, what the heck? Hang on a sec. How old is your coworker?
The same age as me.
What? Oh my god, are you serious? I'm shocked enough that she's having an affair, but to think she's cheating on my dad with someone old enough to be her son? That's disgusting.
If she wasn't married, there wouldn't be an issue. I mean, it'd still be kinda weird, but if it made them happy, then who would we be to comment, right? Of course, she is married, though. And that's not all. Your dad isn't the only one being cheated on here. My coworker is married. With kids.
Oh my god, he's married too?
I'm sorry, babe. I know how shocking this is.
It's fine. I appreciate you telling me. Should I tell my dad about this? He might have some questions for you if I do.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Alright, got it. I'm sorry to trouble you like this. Knowing what my dad's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he hired a private investigator to gather evidence for him.
Got it. I'm happy to go along with whatever your dad decides he wants to do. I should probably tell my mom and dad about it too. They think you're amazing though, so don't worry. It won't make them opposed to the wedding or anything like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. And thank you, Chester. Mom, I didn't see you this morning and now you're not even at the church? Where the hell are you? Mom, how about you answer the frickin' phone? What do you want? My phone is blowing up because of you, you silly girl. Answer me. Where are you? At work, obviously. I'm always at work. Why even bother asking questions you already knew the answer to? You're at work today? Yes, I had to come in on my day off due to some trouble at the office. This has been decided since last week. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy at work, so quit bugging me. I might have to stay at the office again tonight, so if you don't hear from me again, that's why. So you're at work, are you? Yes. Now, if you understand, you can stop messaging me now. Mom, sorry to bug you while you're away having an affair, but today is my wedding day. Huh? Oh, you forgot, huh? Fine, I've heard enough now. This conversation is over. What the? No! Wait a second, dear. Wasn't your wedding supposed to be next week? No, next week's when we leave for the honeymoon. Wait, Seriously? Don't bother showing up at the church today. I think you'd sorely regret it if you did. You see, I'm currently in the process of apologizing to everybody, including our relatives and Chester's entire family, for your absence. You're doing what now? Rest assured, I'm telling everybody exactly why you're not here, because you're on vacation having an affair with your lover. What the hell do you think you're playing at, you silly little girl? Do you have any idea how much damage you'll do to my reputation? I'm just relieved that Chester's parents were kind and big-hearted enough to understand that your despicable behavior isn't a reflection on me and didn't change their minds on giving us their blessing for the wedding. Stop! I'm on my way to the church! The wedding will be over by the time you get here. Huh? What do you mean? It would take you 3 hours to drive out all this way. Even if you left right this instant, you still wouldn't come close to making it on time. What? How the hell do you know that? Because Dad hired a private investigator who found out which hotel you and your lover are staying at. A private investigator? Has he lost his mind? He already found out about how your lover is one of your clients from another company. In fact, we've known for a while now. Oh my God! Oh, this can't be happening! Whatever you do now, it's too little, too late, so you may as well give up. I'm sorry to spoil your cheater's vacation with Loverboy, Mom. I feel bad. You were so excited about it you forgot your own daughter's wedding. How about you just forget about this whole thing and enjoy your time away? Your lover is obviously far, far more important to you than me and Dad ever were. Oh my God, Emily, please. I still have some preparations to make for the wedding. Bye. Emily, oh my God. Do you know where your dad went? I can't find him anywhere. He's not at the house. What do you want? I just canceled my vacation and came home, but all of your dad's things are gone and he's nowhere to be seen. Wow, you only just noticed? What do you mean, only just? How long has he been gone? Dad started moving his things a week ago. A week ago? He left a set of signed divorce papers in a folder containing all the proof of your affair with me this morning. You'll find them on the living room table. Oh, and he obviously has separate copies of the evidence, so destroying it won't accomplish anything. Dad felt awful about asking me to deal with something so crappy on my wedding day. And to be honest, I felt awful about how awful he felt. That said, I felt I had an obligation to take them to the house. In my mind, it was my way of declaring the end of our relationship and making the mental preparations to remove you from my life. Remove me from your life? What on earth are you talking about, Emily? Don't say such crazy things. How is it crazy? This was obviously going to happen. How did you think I'd react to finding out my mom was having an affair with a guy twice her age? How did you think I'd react to you being so wrapped up in your affair that you'd forget your own daughter's wedding day? You disgust me. Oh my God, what are you even saying? This is no way to speak to your mother. You mean the same mother whose cheater's vacation was more important to her than my wedding? You betrayed me, Mom. Do you have any idea how I felt? Do you have any idea how Dad feels after you betrayed him by cheating on him with some pipsqueak office nerd? Half his age after he spent his entire life doing backbreaking manual labor to provide for you and this family. That's, Oh, and let's not forget your lover's wife. Do you have any idea how she feels? Do you have any idea how any of us feel? The answer is no, isn't it? Because you don't care. What am I even supposed to say to that? It's okay to admit you're a narcissistic manipulator who doesn't give a rat's ass about other people. We're cutting you out of our lives for good now anyway, so it's not like it makes any difference. You're cutting me out of your lives? Make no mistake, though, you will pay for what you did to us, you lying, cheating waste of space. You can't escape from the hellfire that's about to rain down on you, you despicable witch. okay. Goodbye. Emily, please. You have to tell your dad to withdraw this compensation claim. There's no way I can afford to pay all this. Has he lost his mind? I already lost my job. My boss found out I was giving Chad preferential treatment on our business contracts to keep him happy so he wouldn't break up with me. In a certain sense, I'm the victim in all this. My asshole boyfriend's the one who's in the wrong for making sexual advances against me to get ahead at work. Hello? Are you looking at these messages? I can see the tick mark. Stop ignoring me. Emily, please, I'm begging you. Isn't there some way we can make all of this go away? I feel terrible about what I did. Simply terrible. Honestly, I don't know what came over me and made me act so stupidly. I'm begging you, won't you please talk to your father? Won't you make him see sense? He'll listen to you. Won't you tell him to forgive me, please? Oh, pretty please, with a cherry on top? I'm begging you. You have to save our marriage, darling. Emily! Why won't you answer my calls? Why are you ignoring my messages? Don't I at least deserve a reply? I'm your mother! I am the victim in all this, goddammit! You're my daughter. Surely you understand how none of this is my fault. Emily! I didn't have the energy to respond to any of my mom's crap, so I tried to pretend I blocked her. Unfortunately, she wasn't as tech-illiterate as I'd hoped, and she realized I could see her messages when she saw the tick marks, meaning I had no choice but to actually block her before the notifications drove me insane. The next day, just to be safe, I got a new number. True to form as the most stubborn person I've ever known, she refused to agree to the divorce for a whole 6 months, constantly insisting that she, and not my dad, was the victim in all of this. Eventually, my mom's brother, my uncle, lost his patience and gave her a furious lecture said to be so loud it could be heard from 5 blocks away. And with that, she finally agreed to sign the divorce papers. To my surprise, she even paid my dad all of the compensation he asked for in one lump sum. Who knows, maybe she does have a conscience after all. I wouldn't bet on it, though. Newly single and afraid of being alone, my mom did try showing up at her ex-lover's place after finding out his wife had also divorced him. But unfortunately for my mom, he had found himself a new girlfriend during the 6 months she'd spent fighting the divorce. And it was at that moment that the grave reality that he'd been using her as a tool to advance his career truly sunk in. With that, consumed with jealous rage, she transformed into a feral beast and launched an attack on them as they went out for a meal at a restaurant one evening. I don't know the details, but I do know that the police were called and charges were filed. As for me, Chester, and my dad, all we can say is thank God we cut her out of our lives. Life's too short to keep toxic people like my ex-mom around. Here's to the future.